Marston's Domain.
Hey everyone, Marson here, and today I want to talk about Mario Maker 2, because there is something that I don't want to let go. I know it's been a long time, and probably nothing's going to come of it, but we did get that random Super Mario Party update for online play, and that was years after the game came out. So, who knows? I know they said no more major updates, but even if we don't get this update, or anything new or whatever, I just want to talk about this in general because this is one of the weirdest things I've seen with a game that I've played. So what I'm referring to is that if you go to make a level and you go to game style, a screen pops up and shows the different game styles. And you have the original Mario Bros, you have Mario Bros 3, you have Mario World, and you have Super Mario Bros. U. Then below that, you have extra game styles, and you have Super Mario 3D World. Now, this is where I'm still confused as to why this happened. And some of you may still be thinking, what is he talking about? It says extra game styles, plural. In my opinion, there is no way they have that plural without them at some point wanting to add more game styles. Because it doesn't even make sense to me. I do know that they have it separated because with the other game styles, you can swap between them no matter what. If you go to swap to 3D World, it'll tell you that you have to remake the course. Because with the way the elements are, I guess it's just too different to be able to swap between them. But if they didn't plan on adding more, wouldn't they have just said extra game style and then have 3D World in the middle? This is also what doesn't make sense. They could have just stretched out the image and had it reach from the left and right, and you just select it like that, or it just be in the middle. But it's on the left-hand side. There is perfectly enough room to add another one, and that's where I'm curious as to what either happened or if there was any plans for anything extra in general, which that part I really think there was, because I do not get why they would have it as styles and have it be placed the way it is. But as to what could have happened, I think some people have mentioned this, and I think I'm kind of on this boat too, where some people have theorized that maybe Super Mario Bros. 2 was supposed to be the other game style, but then they ended up just giving us a mushroom instead. But what's interesting about that, though, is I don't get why they would have just canceled the plans altogether. Because I think some people have said that the game didn't do as well as maybe Nintendo was hoping, and that's why they kind of just stopped. But it's the 14th best seller on the Switch at 7 million units. So maybe it didn't do as well as they hoped, but I would say that's still really good. But maybe that's where it was going to be free DLC, and they figured, well, we could do this, but I don't think this is going to up the sales, so let's just use the mushroom in one of the other styles. But in my opinion, it's just really a shame what happened to Mario Maker 2 in general. I really feel like if some of the stuff that came out just came out earlier, I think this game would have been more active. I mean, I don't have any statistics on how many people were playing it or whatever, but I feel like the way they updated the game, it just took too long, and I think some people may have just kind of fizzled out, because they added the whole Super World thing, and I feel like that's something that people wanted right when the game came out. And I can't help but wonder if those updates came out earlier, and people were just really active with the game, if maybe then they would have been like, here's that other game style. But if it wasn't Mario 2, I honestly could have seen them doing Mario 64. I think they could have found a way to implement that into this game, and it would have been really, really cool. At the end of the day, I just think it's a really interesting topic because I really do not think that they wrote this as extra game styles with an S without the concept of potentially adding another game style. And unfortunately, with them saying that there's going to be no more major updates for the game, it's hard for me to think that they would end up adding it still. Again, if they had planned on doing that in general. But what's really interesting about this, though, is that if they did plan on doing that, and then they didn't, this is one of the most random oopsies I've ever seen, because it'd be really weird for them to have an update for the game, and they just remove the S and then center the 3D World tile on the screen where you select game styles. So they're kind of just stuck with that being like that. But that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I just wanted to talk about it because it's really interesting to me, and who knows, maybe someday we'll get something. But that's all I have to say about this. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about all this. If you enjoyed this, want to support my content, feel free to subscribe. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Take care, everyone.